Okay, let's go over this quickly. I'm not going to give much of an explanation, but I am going to show you how I picked the right answer. Okay, up here. Okay, so viruses differ from bacteria in that all viruses, so all viruses have to
Have a host.
D, good. Must reproduce in living cells because it has to have a host. Good. 4. One characteristic shared by a virus in living cells. So remember, if a virus only has nucleic acid and capsid, it's not the capsid, it's the nucleic acid. A, stores genetic information in the nucleic acid. What is the most common threat to a host organism posed by a many virus? I would say it's that lytic, the host cell dies.
B.
I'll put C too.
Destruction of cells by the viral reproduction. Because viruses don't make fluids, they don't make digestive things, they don't stimulate muscle tone, they kill the host. Okay, most viruses infect a specific kind of cell, which of the following are infected by the human immunodeficiency. So remember, allergies affect your respiratory system. Herpes might affect your genitals. So the scariest one is the AIDS and HIV because it attacks your immune system. So guys, it's kind of like it attacks police officers. If we kill all the police officers, there's nobody to protect us. Okay, so that is your helper T cells, which are in your immune system. Okay, photograph of a virus is shown, the projection. So guys, these projections on the outside, they can't do anything on the inside of a host, but I think it's for attaching. Yeah, it's the protein capsid that kind of attaches to the host. That way it could inject in. Good. We're going to move down to here. Cold sores are caused by herpes simplex virus type 1. A company that wants to develop an antiviral drug would ask the research immunologist to study what? So they want to make a drug that fights it. So the best thing that they would need to know is, A, the mechanism used by the virus to infect? Yes. If they know how the virus infects, that's what they're going to target. How can we get it to not infect it? We really don't care how closely related it is to the cold virus unless it would say, so we can use their antiviral drugs, and we don't care about the metabolism or meiosis. Okay, a person infected with human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, may not have any symptoms for a period of time. During this period, the virus affects the body by doing which of the following? I would think it'd be start to replicate. The virus produces toxins, doesn't produce anything. The virus damages immune cells while using their machinery to reproduce. Yes, B. B.
Produce copies. It's B.
It's B, yep. The virus does not use nutrients. The host does. And then D, the virus changes the identity of the nucleotides. No, it's B.
What? I'm so confused.
Okay.
C.
Sorry.
Produce copies. No, Katrina said C.
Oh,
No.
it's B, the right answer. Okay. Which organism lives in the human intestine and aids in digestive process? So guys, I don't love this question, but remember, we talked about bacteria living in the gut, so I would have picked the one that said bacteria. Okay. Okay, SARS is an illness caused by coronavirus. Symptoms include high fever, headaches, body aches, typically occurs 2 to 7 days after infection by the virus. SARS is more serious in elderly patients. Oh, okay. This information suggests that the reproductive style is. So, first off, all of this suggests that it's which one? Is it the shorter or the longer? Short, because it's 2. So, is it the lytic because the virus causes respiratory illness, or is it lytic because of the quick onset? D. Good. I mean, it does cause respiratory illness, but that's not why it's lytic. Okay, this was a really good question. So, it says, what is the difference in the function of the outside glycoprotein, so the capsid, and then the cilia? I would say this is more for attachment, cilia is more for movement maybe. Okay, A, the glycoprotein structures are used for attachment, yes. The cilia are used to move fluids to move. Okay, that one sounds good. B, glycoprotein structures are used to obtain nutrition. Nope, viruses don't need nutrition. C, the glycoprotein structures are used to provide physical support for the virus envelope. That kind of sounds smart. And the cilia strengthen the cell membrane. That's why I then picked C. And then D, glycoprotein structures are used for defense? No. The cilia are used for locomotion? Yes, but glycoprotein isn't for defense, it's attachment. So the right answer is? A. Okay. Okay, so all of this stuff has to do with H1N1, acute respiratory illness, fever, cough, sore throat, body aches, headaches, chills, fatigue, diarrhea. Why is it important to administer an antiviral agent to an infected person within the first 48 hours of the symptoms? If it's lytic, it's going to replicate really quick. So if you're on day 3 or 4, you've already, the lytic cycle already started. So H1N1 is dormant. No. Replicates quickly. Yes. B. Does not mutate. Yes, it does. And virus transmitted through a vector. Who cares? Okay. 7. People infected with the human immunodeficiency virus have an increased risk of dying from secondary infections, which best explains how HIV increases the risk of secondary. So guys, if AIDS or HIV is your first infection, and AIDS and HIV is when the virus attacks your immune system, can you survive a common cold? No, and the common cold will be your second infection. So what they're saying is, if your primary infection is AIDS, HIV, why do you die of a secondary infection that you and I can fight off? It produces antigens that damage red blood cells. Nope. White blood cells. HIV adds genetic material from. Nope. HIV destroys helper T cells. C is the right answer. HIV consumes beneficial microbes. Nope. So it destroys our immune system cells, and then it should say, therefore, you will be killed by a secondary common cold. Okay. Here's the picture. We got a virus and a T cell. The photograph above shows a virus attacking the human T cell, which disease could result if many T cells are destroyed in this manner. So it should say that T cells are your immune system cells. Oh, it does say immune cell. What attacks your immune system cell? AIDS and HIV. Viruses contain which 2 biomolecules? Protein capsid, nucleic acid. Nucleic acid and protein, D. Which of the following is both found in cells and viruses? They both have genetic material. How does using it kills or weaken bacteria in an immunization help the body to prevent infections? So whenever you use it kills or weaken, I don't like that, says bacteria, it kind of shows them what, like a picture, like you look for this, and you start developing antibodies. Antibodies are formed that fight those bacteria. A, good.
Wait, what was number 1 on the map?
What are they? B, genetic material, they both have. Okay. So they'll develop antibodies. The body develops a fever, no. The bacteria reproduce, no. Bacteria fight viruses, no. Okay. During which of the cycle does the virus insert its genetic material in the host and kill the host?
Lytic.
Analytic. Okay. Almost done. Some bacteria grow ground beef. Okay. These bacteria can survive rapidly only in specific temperature ranges.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's because too high, you're heating it and killing it. Too low, you're freezing and slowing it. So specific temperature ranges. Okay. Which of these explains why there's a great variety of bacteria in the mouth? It's because you got a bunch of food in your mouth that they can eat, especially sugar stuff. So ready? Large volumes of air cause bacteria to change? No. Salivary gland cause mutations? No. The presence of nutrients makes it a favorable place. C. Calcium in the teeth provides suitable pH environment. Nope. It's all of the stuff just stuck between your teeth. Last one. Some fungi secrete substances that are known as toxic to bacteria. So the fungi secrete this stuff that kills bacteria that compete with them for food. Scientists have used this knowledge of this ability of fungi in order to produce which of the following. So, what is the substance that kills bacteria?
Antibiotics.
Antibiotics. So guys, the first antibiotics were made from fungi. Yay! Okay, thank you guys.